in the sense that they are the only ones strong enough to bail us out, and that's why there's virtually no incentive to kill the dollars. Another reason is because there's so many dollars spread around the world. Remember that everybody's traded value for those dollars that they hold, and they're going to want value back when they trade it into something else. And I'm saying there's not another currency or capable of forming another currency that's capable of replacing the dollar, because they're all fiat currencies. And just like you said, they all like dollar inflation because the euro can inflate up to the rate that the dollar's inflating, and they keep on par in the currency markets. It looks like they're equal. And so when the U.S. inflates 10%, all the other currencies are free to do that without making their currencies look bad in the markets. So there's a lot of incentive, and we cannot underestimate this, to preserve the dollar as the reserve currency. Now, Russia and China have stopped using the dollar. Iran stopped using the dollar, but these are still minor uses of the dollar as the reserve currency. You've got to remember there's two major things. That's the petrodollar, of which 80% of that is tied up in U.S. oil production or oil purchases. And then there's the dollar that's necessary to buy things in the United States, which is still a major exporter and a major engine of the economy of the world. And so if you want to deal with the U.S. in terms of selling them oil, and you want to deal with the U.S. in terms of their economy, you have to deal in dollars. And that's why, since it's the largest share of the dollar reserve system, that there isn't as much danger of the dollar ever collapsing, except over the long haul. And that's why I'm saying I think you're on the right track by saying they're going to continue to keep this thing going for a few years. And the reason, Alex, is I think they want the cover of the World War to finally justify the collapse. They don't want to get the blame, and they would get the blame if it happened right now.
Well, I just want to be clear, though, about all of our guests. It's okay, because it's important if someone disagrees with what they've heard guests saying, then it's important to have in a debate of ideas that happening, and I think it's good that you do it respectfully. I hope others do it respectfully. At the same time, I think these men genuinely believe what they're saying, and I think from the perspective of somebody like Gerald Celente, who I really like and is just a wonderful guy and a frequent guest here and a friend of mine, his view is we're in a collapse when we're deindustrialized and things are rotting and falling apart, and he sees it getting worse. And the media just spins it and says, there's nothing wrong. Everything's sunshine. We haven't been in a recession for 4 years. Here's some new fake job numbers. I think when you talk about total collapse and his total collapse is two different deals. I think you mean kind of a road warrior, apocalyptic deal, versus when he says collapse,